What's up, holiday shoppers? It's your boy, the OGGM. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's the 28th day of November 2022. It's about 53 degrees and cloudy here at Site B and smells like rain. It's time to get your Christmas shopping shoes on and get out there and buy your Christmas stuff. And speaking of Christmas stuff, it's time for this week's Bundles! That's right, it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, bundles, charity programs that are going on this week that are available to you through Drive-Thru, DM's Guild, and Humble Bumble. As always, these are PDFs unless I say otherwise. So whenever downloading PDF or programs from these sites, please check them for viruses and malwares before you install them. I speak from personal experience. This isn't just me being all... And I know this one's going to get me in trouble at some point in time. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten me in trouble yet. If there is a charity you want to donate money to, perhaps instead of giving it to the bundle, you could just give to the charity directly. And speaking of charities, the Yogcast Jingle Jam is starting in 3 days, and they always support tons of great charities, and you get like 88 video games, which I would check for viruses before I download them. So that's always a good charity thing. Or you could just give the money directly to the charity, bypass the whole game thing, unless it's something you really need. Now, because it is holiday shopping season, I have a feeling that a lot of the stuff we're going to see is going to be Christmas themed. But let's take a look. Starting with this week's freebies. All of these are available on the DM's Guild, unless I say otherwise. We have from Mephidius, a Star Trek adventures called Mysteries. This is set in the Captain Kirk era of Starfleet and features several crews going on about 10 missions to solve intergalactic mysteries. From Magpie Games, we have Root. Quick Start Bundle includes all the basic rules to try out the game of Root, the role-playing game, including pre-generated characters and 3 adventures. Root, the role-playing game, based upon Root, the board game. It looks really cool. I have never got a chance to play either. I hear good things about it. A free copy of the game or the Quick Start Bundle. Can't go wrong with that. Gildor Games has another free release of their Elemental, for their sci-fi role-playing game Elemental, called The Probe. This is an adventure for the sci-fi RPG Elemental from Gildor Games, which instead of having read-aloud text, the adventure has links to YouTube videos of the scenes from the adventure rendered in full detail. Tom Gray has released a role-playing game called Sexy Hairdresser Vampires, which is about sexy hairdressers who are albo vampires. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Amashi has released an adventure called Legend of the Ice Lady. It's on the DM's Guild. It's an adventure for 5e for 1st through 4th level characters dealing with an ice monster. If you've ever wanted a more gritty playstyle for your D&D games, Anthony Costello has released a rule set called Rules for Sword and Sorcery. This is a book of suggestions and rule variations to help you emulate a darker, more gritty D&D. Of course, the rules for hardcore D&D are in the back of the DM's guide, which means if you have the DM's guide, you already have it. And there's already been several other rule systems, including hardcore D&D from our old friend Hank, and several others to cover a more gritty / darker D&D. Or you could just look at the rules that are in the back of the DM's guide. Looking for some new Warlock options? J. Gabrielle Rockenheim has released the Timeless Patron. It's a new patron for your Warlock dealing with wiggly wobbly time travel. I have a feeling the patron is probably a gentleman who travels around in a police call box. This is on DM's Guild, and it's free. Wee-oo. Glenn Houston has released an adventure called Terror in the Dark for 3rd level adventures. Players must investigate a cave where there's terror, and this is on DM's Guild, and it's free. We also have another bunch of maps ending this week up with a whole bunch. We've got a bridge, a couple bridges, rivers, some houses, all look to be wilderness themed. All of them are DM's Guild. All of them are free. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 maps available this week for free on DM's Guild. Bundles and sales. We've got all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Tabletop Role-Playing Game Tuesday bundles and sales up from DM's Guild. We have a big Cyber Monday Tabletop Tuesday role-playing game sale. It's a sale on drive-thru. It's discounted over 65,000 items, and Dungeon Masters Guild has discounted over 15,000 items. These discounts run to about 35% off, and the sale ends the end of this week, which is the day after tomorrow. So head on over to either drive-thru or Dungeon Masters Guild and check out this huge sale of discounted PDFs. Remember, these are PDFs. D&D Beyond is also running a Black Friday sale running through, it looks like, the end of the week, or at least to the 30th, including the pre-orders of Dragonlance. So this looks like 20% off on everything on D&D Beyond. Actually, no, the only thing that isn't discounted is the Dragonlance thing. Everything else is discounted. Paizo is running an accessory sale, 80% off on minis, game cards, GM screens, t-shirts, and more, including some non-mint game books. That means slightly damaged. Stacks of other discounts is available. Steve Jackson Games is running a sale for his Warehouse 23 stuff. We've talked about this one before. It's about 23% off, but it's a cascading tier system where you spend $20 for the minimum one and it goes all the way up to $125. The selection is very limited. This one I kind of would say avoid. Fantasy Grounds has a Black Friday sale going on for licensed Fantasy Grounds software and books and Inventor. 50% off all Fantasy Ground licenses and 50% off on all add-ons. Remember, I am a Fantasy Ground affiliate, so if you use my Fantasy Ground affiliate link, I will get 1% of the sale. You will get a discount, and then you can get the additional 50% discount. DM's Guild also has a huge third-party Fantasy Grounds material sale. This bundle is $22 and features 14 source books. God, my brain is not working today. 14 source books and adventures converted to Fantasy Grounds VTT. Roll20 also has a Black Friday sale going on with discounts and books for several role-playing games, including Cyberpunk, 40% off. Crucible 7, the makers of the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay and Doctor Who role-playing game, have a buy 4 titles, get 25% off sale going on their site. And Free League Publishing has dropped the prices on some of their products, including the Alien RPG and Tales from the Loop. That's 50% off on their site. Nightfell Games has dropped the prices on their website for several of their games, including the SLA Industries 2nd Edition. These range between 25 and 75%, including the rarely seen Terminator RPG core rulebook. Somebody was asking the other day if there ever was a Terminator RPG. Nightfall Games did make one, but you rarely ever see it. Dreamscape Design has provided you with a discount code for ordering products through Lulu. You can get discounts on Blueholme, Bluehack, and other adventures. 30% is the code. The code is JOYFUL30, JOYFUL 30. True Lord Games is a huge sale on Castles and Crusades and other of their stuff, up to 85% off. Castles and Crusades, of course, being the legacy tabletop role-playing game created by Gary Gygax. Goodman Games has a huge sale on Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics products. The code is GOODHAUL 2022, all one word, and it is 40% off. There's another Black Friday bundle on DM's Guild featuring 5 volumes of adventures calling the Almanac of the Helves. This is a $10 bundle. And Humble Bumble has a sale going on up to 80% off of Cyberpunk, Pathfinder, and some classic arcade classic ports as well. When downloading those ports of video games, check them for viruses and malware. And finally, the charity bundles. Of course, the Yogcast Jingle Jam charity bundle is going to go up in a couple days. We also have EM Publishing has a bundle for Level Up 5e Advanced. that goes to support direct relief. That means they get 10% of all sales go directly to them. It features all bunch of stuff for Level Up 5e. There's a bundle of holding called Cornucopia 2022. This is an $18 bundle. It goes to support the Diana Jones Award Emerging Designer Program. And it includes a whole bunch of adventures. Bundle of Holding and Mongoose have 2 bundles up for Traveler. The first bundle features the Traveler core rules. It's $13 and goes to support direct relief. And the second bundle releases a whole bunch of Traveler adventures, about 402 pages of setting books and 320 pages of campaign settings. This is a $10 bundle that again goes to support direct relief. There's a BattleTech bundle from Catalyst Games and Humble Bumble, ranging from $1 to $30. The $30 bundle does get you an actual physical copy of the BattleTech beginner box shipped to your house, as well as some adventures. The most popular bundle is the $18 bundle that gets you all the digital stuff, and it goes to support the veterans charities like the Navy Marine Corps. So support our veterans. Paizo is still running their Pathfinder Starfinder bundle over on Humble Bumble. This includes a whole bunch of stuff for Pathfinder and Starfinder to get you started. $45 is the top one that gives you everything, including a physical edition of the second edition beginner's box for Pathfinder. Most popular bundle is $25, which gets you all the digital stuff. And that's it for this week's charity bundles. I will post links to all the ones that I think are pretty cool, and there's a lot of them this week. So yeah, it's a good week to be a collector of PDFs. And that's it for this week bundles. Remember, when downloading any of these PDFs or video games, check them for viruses and malwares before you open them up. And in regards to the charities, perhaps give to the charities directly. I don't really support a lot of charities. There's really only 3. I always do like to mention the Yogcast Jingle Jam because it's a great time of year and it's always hilarious to watch the members of the Yogcast go slowly insane. But yeah, my general feeling for these charities, and I'm sure this is going to get me in trouble at some point in time, give the money directly to the charity, not through a third party. Happy holidays. That's it for today. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. If you'd like me to take the channel in a different direction in 2023, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And in regards to holiday shopping, ignore everything I just said over the past 13 minutes and just buy yourself some OGGM merch, because nothing says holidays like me. Till next time, stay warm.